Hello everyone, my name is Erin and I'm the chair of the Southern Branch of the Irish Patchwork Society. In 2015, we started our Block of the Month project in February of 2015, continued it throughout the year, and ended in February of 2016. I am going back, during the summer, I'm going back and I'm making a slideshow recording for the internet for you all to see, so that if you want to create these blocks, you can do that as well. So this is July 2015's Block of the Month. It is called the Bear Paw. If you want to download the instructions for this and any of the blocks that we've done, please go to our website at www.ipscork.com. There's a tab at the top that says Block of the Month, and you just click on the year that you want to go to, and all of the downloadable materials will be found there. So let's get started. So this is the block that we're going to construct, the Bear Paw block. You'll see that I've made this out of a total of 4 fabrics, sort of that brown floral in the center. There's that red fabric, the aqua fabric, and then the black background fabric as well. So here are your cutting instructions. From that background fabric, and in our example it's white, you're going to need 4 2¼ by 2¼ inch squares, 8 3-inch squares, 4 2¼ by 5 5/8 inch rectangles. For fabric 1, which is that square tan fabric in the center, you're going to need 1 2¼ by 2¼ inch square. From fabric 2, which I identified as red dots, but it's not red dots, it's that kind of red liney fabric, you're going to need 4 3 7/8 inch squares. Say that's 5 times fast. And then from fabric 3, which is our solid aqua, you're going to need 8 3-inch squares. And so the first thing you're going to do is to make some half square triangle units. And you're going to do this any way that you prefer. You're just going to want to end up with the half square triangle units at 2¼ inches square. This is the way that I prefer, so I'm going to show you this. Using a marking pen of choice, you're going to draw a line from corner to corner, and I did that on the aqua squares, but it doesn't really matter the aqua squares versus the background squares. Do whichever is more handy to you. Once you do that, you're going to layer whatever square you marked on top of the other. So in my example, because I marked the blue aqua square, I laid that on top of the background square, and then I sewed 1/4 inch away from each side of that line. And again, I did this with chain piecing, so I would sew the first square, the second square, the third square, the fourth square, on and on and on. And then when I finished with all of the squares, I would cut the chain from the machine, and then without even snipping them apart, I would flip it around and then sew the other side of the line. So once I did that, you're going to cut on the marked line and press them open. And once you press them open, you're going to then trim them to 2¼ inches square. Next, you're going to take these half square triangle units, and you're going to make 4 pairs of half square triangles that look like this, and then you're going to sew them together in that center. And then you're going to create 4 pairs of half square triangles that look like this, and you're going to sew at that center seam as well. And then you're going to set those aside and get ready to assemble your bear paw unit. And using this photo as a guide, you're going to arrange that paw unit so you have that red liney fabric that I think that was 3 7/8 inch square in the top left. You're going to take 1 half square triangle unit from each pile that you made, those piles of 4, with the angling at the different directions. You're going to take 1 of each direction and lay it out so it forms kind of the nails of the paw. And then you're going to take that 2¼ inch square of background fabric and put it in the bottom right corner. And then I start out by sewing that 2¼ inch square to the half square triangle unit next to it. And then I would sew the half square triangle unit that's next to the large square together. And then once you do that, when you press those, you're going to want to alternate those seams so you can have a nice intersection. And then you're going to sew those 2 units together. And then you're going to make 4 total paw units. And then using the photo as a guide, you're going to arrange your block. I started out by sewing that center square to the background rectangles and then press it open. And then you're going to think about the way that you press, making sure to alternate your seams. So once you sew the paw units to those center rectangle units, you're going to alternate the way that you pressed from that center small brown square. You're going to want to alternate those seams so you can nest them. And then once you do that, you're going to sew all of those pieces together and then press it open, and you're all done. If you have any questions, please go to our website, which is www.ipscork.com. You can probably find the answers there, and if not, you can always email me, and I'm at corkips@gmail.com. Also, go ahead and check out our Pinterest board. I made Pinterest boards for all of our blocks of the months, just different tutorials, different quilts that you can find inspiration from for any project that you would like to do in the future. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.